Chosen ones, chosen ones, chosen ones. Today is a conversation for you in regards to your glow up. You may be struggling with a lot of spiritual warfare at this time. You may have been struggling with a lot of spiritual warfare. If you are a chosen one, you will definitely experience spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is a part of the path because it is our battlefield. It is how we learn to grow and fight and become the magnificent light warriors that we are here to be. In my experience, I've overcome a lot in the spiritual battle arena, and I still am. I'm learning every day about the different types of entities and demons and witches and warlocks, what they are capable of doing, how they make you feel when they're around, and what they do and what they can do. And I feel like that is just important information to keep stored in your noggin. It's definitely not easy. A lot of the times your battles are going to be at night when you're alone and you're awakened by a demon in your room, possibly a succubus, an incubus, trying to steal your energy, trying to put fear in you. You may have lots of dreams with dark entities in them, trying to pin you down, steal your energy, SAU in the dream. Lots of very intense types of warfare can be initiated on a chosen one, a person of the light who's trying to be better, healing their ancestors, healing themselves, right? And I think it's really important on this path to know that it is a part of the path, because a lot of times it can get to be extremely overwhelming, and you can get to the point where you're like, God, when is this going to calm down? When am I going to have a moment to breathe? When am I going to have a moment to just simply exist and enjoy my life again? Because a lot of times it's just one thing after the other, one thing after the other, one attack after the other attack. But you have to understand that those attacks are your tests. Those attacks are your levels of growth and expansion. And once you transmute that huge demon, that really powerful demon, the other demons that come for you are going to be so easy to defeat, to transmute. So you have to go through like the darkest of dark so that you can see, feel, understand your power, but not only your power, God's power, and how God is protecting you. So once you know that God has saved you, protected you from the worst of the worst, you can go through life fearless. Fearless in knowing that you can defeat any demon that comes your way, any demonic entity, any spirit who feels the need to steal your energy, any warlock or witch who feels they are entitled to your energy. You will know. You will understand the mask that they wear. You will see it. You will feel it in their energy that this person is casting an illusion over themselves and that they are not who they say that they are. They are not who they say that they are. And by seeing this in people and understanding and going through the relationships with the narcissist, with the people who are extremely manipulative, have no empathy, are strategic in stealing your power, you'll be able to spot it instantly. So be thankful for those relationships. And I hope that you find your way out of that type of relationship if you're still in one with a narcissist, with a person who is being extremely manipulative and abusive. I hope you find your way out. And when you do, you'll never go back. And you will have the knowledge to know what to avoid because you'll see it in the people that you meet. I hope. So clock it. Clock all of the signs, the red flags in people who have betrayed you, have hurt you, A lot of us chosen ones don't have a lot of friends. And I don't think I ever will, honestly, because I've been betrayed the most by the people closest to me. And it's always been like that. Family, best friends, always. It's always like that. And so I feel like chosen ones, just solitude is kind of our best friend. I'm not saying you can't have friends, but just know that it's a little bit harder for us to have friends, especially when you can see through people's manipulation. And humans are pretty manipulative in general. And so if you're not truly of the light, we're going to see the mask that you carry and hold if you are choosing darkness. I think a huge lesson that I learned this past year was that being a woman of the light, a person of the light, choosing God 100%, you cannot have relationships with people who have chosen the dark. You cannot have a relationship with a person who 100% has chosen the dark. You can love them. They can say that they love you, but they will always choose the darkness over you. And they will siphon your energy. It's like they can't help it. Because you're the light, you're the food, you're the source. Okay? God is moving through you. Holy Spirit is moving through you. You will not only awaken the demons within them by just being in their presence. You may notice that whenever you are in front of someone with an entity attachment or a demon in them, the entity actually will step forward in front of you. You will see it in their eyes. Their eyes may turn black, straight up black. You may feel the entity just standing up in front of you on them. The energy shifts because you call it out of them. You call, this Holy Spirit calls the demon to step forward because your energy is so strong. That's the energy you carry. That's the energy that you hold, chosen one. Light worker, light being. You make darkness feel uncomfortable, but darkness is obsessed with you. It's like a love and hate kind of relationship darkness has with you. Darkness hates you because you can see it, but it also loves that you can see it. And so because you can see it, it wants to be seen. So you will continually be seeing it because it can't help. Sometimes darkness can't help but be seen. They're like, oh shit, you can see me. I'm going to show myself. But then it's like, oh, you can see me. You can transmute me. I don't really want to be around you. That's why sometimes I have clients who have dark entities attached to them. They'll schedule an appointment for an entity attachment removal. They'll be so excited. And then that day they cancel. Or the entity has gotten in their minds enough to where it has told them, this isn't going to happen. It takes incredible strength for that human to follow through with the appointment to transmute the entity. Because the entity knows that if it comes up against me, it's going to be transmuted. God is going to transmute it into the light. It's not going to have a choice. All right? When you're an energy worker and you're very thorough and you work with God and your ancestors and your angels and your spirit guides, that entity knows that those are its last days in that human vessel. You're different. Darkness will be drawn to you. And don't be afraid of that. That is your energy. Darkness will be drawn to you, and it's going to love you, and it's going to hate you for it. Darkness feeds off of light. And don't ever forget that. Don't think you're not going to run into darkness. There's people who say, oh, I don't see the darkness. I just see the light. And I'm like, that's really silly because you're not going to see an attack come. I want to know. I want to know when an attack is coming. I want to see it. So I want to see light and dark. I've always been like that. I've always wanted to see both sides. Did I think that I was actually going to start seeing demons and entities? No. That was an accident. I have a YouTube video about that, how I accidentally started seeing demons in my energy work. But once I started seeing them, I couldn't unsee them. And I wanted to continue to see them just so that I could protect myself, my family, my friends, my community. And so, yeah, I didn't run from it. If you have the sight, okay, if you can see dark entities, it's not a curse, it's a blessing. You have a warning system. All of this stuff is information. Any kind of third eye visions you're receiving, this is all information. It's more information than just using your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your nose. It's a whole nother sense. Be grateful for it. Harness it. Use it, because it's going to come to you. It's going to turn into a protective thing for you. It's going to help protect you, because the more you elevate, the more darkness will come. The more trials and tribulations you're going to have, right? So get used to seeing the dark and when it's coming, so that you can transmute it. Take care of it how you need to. Pray to God and see how He wants you to handle it. And then you can go from there. And it's just going to go a lot smoother than not knowing and then getting hit with this, hit with that, and being like, I don't know what's going on. No, you'll know. You'll get a dream. You'll have a dream. You'll see the entity. You'll see the person who sent it, and you'll move accordingly. It's really like that. Yeah, it's really like that. I've been getting psychically attacked for many, many, many years. And it looks different, but then it doesn't. You know, witches, warlocks use very similar tactics. And I was just baffled to understand how many witches, warlocks work with entities. I did not know. I thought that people with demons or entities was a rare thing. And honestly, I didn't know that it was as common as it truly was until I started doing energy clearing sessions. And I was like, why do all these people have entities attached to them? Like, how come 8 times out of 10 my clients have entities attached to them? And these aren't people that do black magic, a lot of them. These are just, people who are trying to heal. And I'm like, why? And I'm like, this is more common than most people think. And I understood that. And I'm like, okay, well, this is normal. I'm going to try to teach people how to transmute this energy and to not be so afraid, because whenever you spend a lot of time in solitude and you know your energy, you know when there's an entity attached to you or something weird is going on. And if you can notice that and not be afraid, but know how to transmute, call on God, ask Him to help you transmute this entity, this demon. Call on the Arcturians. I love working with ETs, extraterrestrials. I honestly don't work with them enough. But working with extraterrestrials who are of the light and who want to help humanity expand in consciousness has helped me tremendously on my path. I talk about the Arcturians a lot on my podcast, Illuminate Your Truth. If you have not followed my podcast or listened to any of that, go check out my podcast. It's on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. Go check it out. I talk a lot about this stuff in detail if you're interested. But extraterrestrials are excellent to work with. There are some light, some dark ones, obviously. Okay, you always have that polarity as well, but you'll know. Gotta trust your feelings, right? You know how you feel, what feels right, what feels good, what's a good feeling for you when that an entity or a extraterrestrial comes to you. You'll know if you feel scared, like something's gonna hurt you, feels wrong. Probably shouldn't work with that extraterrestrial. If that ET feels calm, loving, childlike, then go work with it. Work with them. Extraterrestrials have opened up light codes for me. That's a lot of what they did for me, was opening up light codes so that I could use them in my healing work on myself and on clients. they really love to show you the way with like opening up to higher energy. And so if you're trying to work with light codes, I definitely would say call on the Arcturians. I like to work with the Arcturian Blue Ray. Very powerful light code. Healing ancestral trauma. It's healing, transmuting darkness, opening yourself up to higher vibration, higher energy. Once you clear your vessel of darkness and a lot of your shadowy trauma, you're able to hold more light. And you really want to do that once you're transmuting ancestral trauma, your own personal traumas. You're going to want to fill in that space. And once you release all that, you have so much room in your DNA and your soul for higher energy. And so you want to eat that up. You want to gobble it up. You want to be allowing light codes to move through your body and heal you and fill that space with higher positive energy. Now, a lot of the times you're like, how do I know it's working? Well, you're going to just keep elevating. And people are constantly going to be coming up to you like, oh my God, I love your energy. People come up to me all the time like, I love your energy. Oh my gosh, I just feel so calm in your presence. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just standing there. I don't even know these people. I just walked in the room. People are going to feel it on you. Your vibration is going to be high, which is another reason why it's kind of dangerous as well. It's dangerous too, because people with darker entities, again, are going to feel you, see you the second you walk into the room. So you got to know your power. It's so important that you know the power that you hold so that you're not privy to attacks and unaware of the attacks that will come for you, because they will happen. Not everyone is going to enjoy your high vibration. Some people are going to want to steal it. Some people are going to want to take you down, which is what I've experienced. They're not going to want you to have that because they secretly want that, or they're jealous of that. It's a constant navigation. Like, you're constantly navigating humans and the spirits that they carry within themselves. So knowing what is in someone is extremely important. And a lot of times they don't want to look inside of themselves to see the spirits that are inside of them and to heal them. And so a lot of times it's easier for me to just not have connections with people at all, because a lot of times I can't be, my spirit, my soul can't be around them and the spirit that they have with them, whether it's a demon, an entity, whatever, because I know that I'm going to be food and I do not want to get siphoned off of. You're not going to get my energy for free. I'm no longer a people pleaser either, so I'm not going to just be giving my energy away to people for nothing. I'm very much about reciprocal energy, especially in a friendship or a relationship. It is so important. So important. But if you're a chosen one, don't be afraid of the dark, because it's a part of your path and you're going to come up against it. Don't be afraid of the dark. It's there to teach you. It's there to guide you. Okay? It's there to help you grow and expand into the highest version of yourself. And so understand that, okay? It's not a curse. It's a breakthrough. And once you get past all these levels, it feels like they'd be piling up, right? Well, once you get past all those levels, you're up the top here. A level that you've never been at. And you've gone through all of this stuff down here. You've gone through all of these other levels. And now you're up here. And when you're up here, you're fucking fearless. Because you've just been through all of these levels, right? You've been through all of this shit. Now you're up here. And so you move differently. And now all of this right here, that's all knowledge. That's all wisdom. That's all lessons. All that stuff down here, that's stuff you didn't know before when you were down here. But once you go through all that stuff and now you're up here, all of this, that's free education. on your path to how you move now with boundaries, very strict boundaries, awareness. You're not naive. You know what can come for you and what can happen when you let things in that you shouldn't, or when you open up to people that you shouldn't. And so you move different. People may call you cold. People may say that you're mean. It doesn't matter. They don't know what you went through, all that. They don't know all that, right? They didn't experience that with you. A lot of people lost the opportunity to even be in your life when you were going through all of these things, right? So take all of that wisdom and use it to go even higher. Okay, to go even higher. And now you have more wisdom and knowledge to move smoother, more aligned, higher. So I hope that resonated. I love you all so very much. And bye for now.